two good patch products here. So we're just starting off, keep it simple. So these two here, you have your flashing grade and your Gecko patch. Basically what these are is high solid silicone. It's got fibres in it. You can put it on up to 2 inches thick. It can be put on damp surfaces. It's breathable, so it's vapor permeable, but not moisture permeable. It can be used as a standalone patch, or they can be used you can use them as a patch, and then you can coat over it at another point with the silicone coat, like what you've got here. So that's a typical example of a felt roof. And then basically you see here where the joints have been taped, that's an existing joint. These usually break down on joints or details where the oil bleeds out and they dry, so expansion and contraction compromises the waterproof and integrity. So basically these usually follow the same principle when it comes to repairing them. Clean, dry, reinforce any splits, joints, cracks, outlets, pipes, etc. and then coat the entire area. So you can see there, it's pretty much a seamless system, so it'll expand and contract, and then the old system is literally just used as a carrier membrane for the new waterproofing system on top, okay? So, right, I'm just waiting on a few. Go ahead, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to demonstrate a few patches on different things. So some felt, some fixings and a joint, okay? Nice body on it, you can literally use it to fill holes like that. You can leave it at that if you want. A nice way of doing fixings is actually to cut out a couple of holes out of the brush and cut a couple of holes out of the brush and just dip it in, and then when you take it back out it just leaves a little blob in there. I'm going to use the Gecko patch now in a second. This product and Gecko patch are quite similar to each other. The only difference is Gecko patch has a little bit of solvent in it which helps it bite and bond onto smoother surfaces a little bit better. In terms of patches, that's pretty much as good as you're going to get. It's far superior to any types of Ron-Seal, 10-year sealer or acrylic patches. Basically because it's a silicone, it doesn't break down with pond and water, wind, rain, UV. It'll pretty much last a lifetime. It's the same, it's made of the same stuff that pretty much glass is made of. It's a silicone or a silica, so it's been around for millions of years and it doesn't degrade from any sort of weathering at all. Unlike a lot of the, off-the-shelf cheap patch products, which aren't really. The other stuff can, under pond and water, it can re-emulsify, and it just can't handle thermal shock and expansion and contraction. Whereas this stuff stretches like crazy, absolutely no effect from UV or pond and water either. So that's pretty much it. I'll finish doing this one or two patches there. So just for the standalone patch, I think every fella in the country should have one of these in their van. One of the other things about it is, now that I've finished doing my few patches, you can throw a little bit of white spirits on top and it'll cut off the air supply, and then that mix will basically stay good. But you can have that in the back of your van for 2 years, open it up, pour it out, and the stuff will be as fresh as it is today. That's pretty much it. So it's unlike any other product in terms of 1, flexibility, 2, performance, 3, lifetime, 4, reusability, and then 5, there's an upsell. Let's say you do a few patches today, Mrs. Riley hasn't got the money, but you come back in a year's time, they might want to overlay the whole roof to make it look pretty. That's where the silicone and all comes in, and you can do the whole thing. Actually, throw us a little bit of the metal. There's a bit of it there, already dried and applied. So you can see it looks wet, but it's actually dry. That'll get into all the pores and dry out the air and moisture. And therefore you can lay over it then and not worry about the metal easing itself below your coating. Okay? That's pretty much it. So that'll sink in. So next thing that we'll do then is...
How long do you have to leave that before you coat?
Well, I'm going to coat it straight away. You can leave it to dry. It doesn't really make much of a difference because it goes on up to 2 inches thick. I can overlay on top of this now, and in fact I will, and it'll still cure right the way through. Try to do that with another product and it won't work, it'll just skin and then you'll have a dip in the thing, you know?
It's air cured, isn't it?
Sorry?
Is that air cured?
Air cured, it's moisture cured.
And if you seal over it, then how does it go?
It's moisture cured. Sorry, is what it is. Moisture in the air is what helps it cure. So let's say I put my coating down on top of this. I can throw water on it basically straight away. And it's the moisture and the humidity in the air that actually helps cure it. So a little bit of moisture in the air actually helps accelerate it. It's got a nice body even when you just light. That's it all done, isn't it?
That answers your question then, doesn't it?
Oh, that's only a new primer. It's so fast, it's ridiculous. So you even watch that there, it'll be bone dry in a few minutes.
Is there much of a price difference then between that and the other one?
Primer, oh, what, do you mean system wise?
No price.
When we say, are you talking specifically about the primer?
Yeah.
No, because that one doesn't even need a primer.
No, between this one and whatever other primer you
Oh, the other primers, no, they're all the same price.
same price.
Yeah, sorry.
So you'd be better off with that one. You got it.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say so. This is only
You
kind
saying
of...
there's some question about it been proven?
Huh?
You saying there was some doubt about whether it's been proven yet? Or?
Oh no, it is. That one's 100% with that system. They're basically testing this primer, the very fast one. They're still in tests with the silicone system. So, say like as this man asked, if you were going over fiberglass or a single ply, instead of using the 2-part primer that's 2 or 3 hours, hopefully soon. I'm pretty sure it will go ahead, but I just can't tell you with clarity until they give me the thumbs up. It'll be a 15-minute. Huh?
It's not available.
Oh, it is available, yeah. It's available. They just haven't given me the green light on whether that one is 100%. They're still doing trials with it. Everything so far that they've done is all bang on. But this is made for this system anyway. So,
I say the ply was, I don't know, got a little damp.
yeah, torch it off, dry it out.
Dry it off with a torch.
Yeah,
And then prime it.
yeah. And a few tricks to sound. I'll have to go clear over there, Cap. Need a little brush out there now. Hold the brush. Right, so what we're going to do now is turn off the brush stand.
And you prime it before you tape it and fill all the holes and stuff.
Prime it before you tape it. Right, yeah. So we'll just come back over to this one here now for a few minutes, lads. So now we've covered patching over OSB or ply or timber or whatever, you know. So step one. It's very easy to do. There's 4 simple steps. Step 1. Now I already have it done here. I've put a bit of mastic in here. I'm just showing you all the. We're going to have the finesse.
These trims, there are ends available for these trims.
I have some good news there on that as well, actually. Yeah, all these trims are available. Like there's a lot of them over there and everything. All the stores are all available. They're
fiberglass trims.
Fiberglass trims. You want to check out these other trims that we have going as well? Thank you very much. There's yeah, just all I want is just the one. I need them though. Close look. This is. I'll be alright. This is the Lava 20 system. Oh here, Paddy, you pick one out there and just flex it out there a little bit and show the lads the flex on the stuff. So this is the traditional fiberglass trim system. There's actually a new trim system there coming out that's in peach. You literally pop it on and you don't have to paint the edges. It's a little bit like a lot of people when you show them that they're like, how much is a roll of that stuff? And then when you tell them a liquid, they think you're joking. They're like, yeah, go on. How much is a roll? Seriously. A lot of people can't get over. Sorry. The new trim system, you don't have to go messing painting all these trims. You literally just click it on and paint up to the edges under it. I'll show you the picture. It's class. I'm finished with that now.
What is Tim talking about then?
Right, the 13 quid plus VAT or something like that. So 3 metre, that's a 3 metre length, so it works out about €4 a metre or something. Here, just throw another drop down, finish now. No, don't. It'll bring you up to this stage or this stage. You're waterproof. So you can walk at that stage if you want, or if you want to go on and do your fancy anti-slip top coats or your flake finishes and all, you can do that, all in the one day. You don't need to keep coming back and forth and all. You can get in, get out fast, you know?
After the first course, you don't have to sand it down or...
None of that. So
You don't have to put a pea in it like the season.
not at all. You're a fiberglass man, and I can tell by the way you're talking. So in terms of fiberglass in this system, you will have gone down a layer of stuff. Then you'll put your matting down. Then you'll roll out the air bubbles. Then you'll sand it down. Then you'll put another layer on. Then you'll put another layer on. This system, literally throw your primer on, take the joints, hammer down one heavy coat of that, walk if you want. Or throw a top coat on like what you see over here, this dark grey. So there's about 70% labour saving versus that system. And then the other side of the coin is the flexibility of it. Like the fiberglass and all this. This is absolutely savage, and I know all these cars, not just doing the sales pitch or anything like that, but the flexibility on this stuff. I know every single system, every acrylic, PMMA, MMA, I know every single one of them, and I've not seen something as durable, as flexible, and as workable and as easy to use as that system. Because if there was, I'd be talking to you about it right now.
That's the finished product.
That's the finished product there, yeah. You have a bit of it there, yeah. Class, like. So it's savagely flexible, like.
You recommend 2 layers?
You can do it in one, no problem. Throw a bit of catalyst in, you can do it in one.
What's the life expectancy of 1 layer?
It's the same. It's to do with the millage that you're putting on. So basically, it's a 25-year warranty in this system, 50-year life expectancy. And then if you put that dark grey top coat on, in theory it lasts forever because it's UV stable, UV resistant, waterproof.
1 layer of that and then 1 layer of dark on top.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit nice and finished though.
Oh, line. Yeah.
That's new work or refurb?
Refurb and new. Generally speaking, it's used in new builds. That's why that other system is nice for refurb, because you can go on, lash down one coat, and away you go. You can also use this system in refurb work as well, but a lot of lads use them on new builds, extensions. That's generally what you see happening, you know. So
the ratio mix for the catalyst.
yeah, it comes in the tins. You don't have to worry about ratios because they're all pre-made and everything, like, you know.
You can put a full tin of catalyst into it.
Yeah, but that catalyst is actually for the 15 kg drum, so I didn't empty the whole lot of it in, you know. But
you have to mix every drum. Every one you open, you have to mix it.
Yeah. Now, usually what I'd say to fellas is, let's say you've 30 square meters or something to do. I'd normally say get a few sticky tapes for the main deck and then one roll of the fabric, usually for the edges, and then if you run shy you've got a little bit left over, you know. So that's our joint in the middle. Line it up. Now you can use the other tape to do it all, but this one is just very fast. Put it in.
You've already mastered the joints there.
Yeah, I've done that already, and I threw the primer on. It's now dry. That's all bone dry, ready to go. With the old primers, you used to have to wait a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, but that one now is just so fast. Right. A nice way to do this taping on the joints is actually kick the roll out if you have the possibility of doing that. If you're doing a big yeah, you just put it down and you kick it along and it just goes straight over the joint. Dead handy. Just to keep our trims in trace, we'll throw a little butt strap over that. Whoop.
Would it even tear if it's so flexible?
You'd want to be giving it some amount of brute force to get that to break. There's a savage amount of what you call it, impact resistance and tensile strength in it, like, you know.
And that's the thickness you get with 1 coat, is it? Or is that 2 coats?
You can do it in 1 or 2 coats.
Oh, see what's there?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that 1 or 2 coats?
That was a 1 coat job. 1 coat with a bit of catalyst in that. Laid on a sheet of glass with olive oil on it. Pulled off.
And you say it's, you can't heavy traffic on it.
Oh, you can, yeah. This one's bulletproof. Yeah, you can. Gee, you can pull me out a hammer there. You can smash that and everything. You can.
Silicone, no. Yeah.
Very much so. This one will take a lot of traffic.
On this one.
Remember the 3/4 that I mentioned inside?
You get about, generally speaking, you wouldn't really be using this size too often. You'd be using the big cans, like that one at your foot there. That's a better one for me to answer. You get about 7 odd square meters out of that one at your foot. Yeah. So there's your... If anyone else wants to go, just ask me. You can pick a little shot of this roller and tape it on. I'll help you. Do you want to go, do you, bud?
What?
Do you want to go? Come on, we'll do it together here. Get this fella a glove.
No, it's all right. Just want to see how easy.
It's a nice, it's not like tar or treacle that you're pulling along. It's
self-levels, yeah.
Oh, that's another thing as well. You'll see there, look, even though I was a little bit messy a second ago, it just goes down, zoom, give it 10 seconds and it's like a sheet of glass then. It's a lovely smooth finish.
Yeah.
Know about it? Down.
You mentioned earlier on about slopes. Somebody asked a question there with that.
Yeah.
And you said what's sort of it? If you had a maximum slope over an area.
Right, if this was on a big fall, let's say it was coming this way, I'd recommend doing it in 2 coats. Or use the matting with it. So lay a base layer, and we've got a geotextile roll that you can put in top. So stop the material running away on you. So if you're doing it on a very sloped or an area with a big fall, that's what I would say to you. No worries. Any other questions, lads? Not yet. Show this here for a sec.
And to leave that without the top coat, it's still UV protected?
It is, yeah. So let me explain the difference of that here, okay? With the top coat versus the top coat and this material itself. So this material is UV stable. And that material is UV stable and UV resistant. So essentially what that means is this material, you'll get your 25-year warranty out of it and a 50-year life expectancy. If you put that dark grey top coat on, in theory, it lasts forever. You know, it won't break down after that amount of time. That's what that means. Resistance and stability. Sounds like the same thing, ever so slightly different. Okay?
You meant to tape the joints, I know you didn't.
Oh, I am, yeah. I'm just throwing the base down. I'm gonna tape all them now in 2 seconds.
You can't use the black coat on top of the silicone.
No, separate systems. Keep them separate. Yeah, refurb only all the other stuff. Oh, you can. Yeah, sorry, that stuff there. Yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you meant about the Gecko Packs over.
Try and tear it.
Ah, you will tear that stuff.
Good job.
It's when you back it onto this stuff, that's when you'll find you have serious trouble trying to tear any of that. It becomes really tough. Make sure I have that all coated now.
Medium. Medium pile. Not too short, not too long. Too much on a bit of a dip in it or a hole, it'd still go off with it.
It would go off, yeah. You can put it on as a general coating up to 3 mil in one go. Up to 3 mil in one go. But if you did it in a little hole, you can do 4 or 5, no bother at all.
That's the screw hole or something.
Ah, yeah, you'd be alright. It'd be grand. That's why the fabric tape is a little bit quicker. Or sorry, the other one, the sticky tape. A little bit quicker. That's what I was saying, you know. Like a lot of the roofers now, A lot of them will say the cheaper stuff will be grand. Second job, give me that sticky tape. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah, I see it. It moves.
Yeah, the other one just sticks down and it's nice and easy to use. Now mind you, I'm overlapping in here and I have a lot of detail in a small area, but just because we're on a little small area, you know, but
There's a narrower one, is there?
there is, yeah, there's a 2 inch as well.
3 and 4
That's a trick, yeah, exactly.
3 inches probably more common.
3 inch, you're talking about 20 quid a tape realistically, you know, so it's €2 a linear metre, which ain't bad. Considering the speed you get and all, it's a gift.
Yeah.
That's us, all joints nearly reinforced and we're ready to just coat the main area now. That's it. This finds his own level. Wait to see now, I'm gonna make a pig's mess in the middle here now and you'll see it just self-leveling and off. Yeah, it's nice to work with like that. Might give this over to one of you there. Just want to coat up the sides, just get in underneath there, make it nice and neat when you use, yeah? Sound.
That's what it's saying.
Well, that's what it's happening.
Yeah, well, they all have it.
But I have to organise them.
Yeah, Untitled.
I'm not exactly concentrating on prettiness here, but if you just leave that sit for a few seconds, watch the messiness of it there. Look, throw lines in it and everything. 10 seconds later, zoom, just sits down flat.
Emphasize the self-leveling there.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory there. Tap that with your roller, will you? I'll show you, look, it's grand. Just pick that little piece of timber out, will you? The new trim system, you don't even need to coat the edges.
What about a slate? That over slate without priming it?
Yeah, it would really, but like generally speaking, you don't really see too many fellas putting it on slates.
No, but when you'd have this meeting, a slate roof, you had to put like clay to do a soaker.
Oh yeah, you can do it, yeah, you can do it with a bit of tape, dress it up underneath, I know what you mean now, yeah. Oh, you can, yeah, 100%. You just tidy that little piece in at the back there, yeah. So, yeah.
It wouldn't really be exposed to another slate just sitting on top of it.
Yeah,
So I think you wouldn't.
Right, the next thing I'm going to demo is, right, so we have here, but I'll do the course first, right? Well, for each different product, you wouldn't cross-contaminate the different products with the different rollers, you know? Ah, no, you could, but like, you don't want streaks running into them. So what I'm going to do here, lads, oh, let's just finish here.
Yeah, more body in the side.
That's one coat now. Yeah, one coat, yeah. I'm only throwing it on.
This one here is one coat as well, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I just knocked this up. I didn't even prime it. Just so I can show you. Now we're going to do something.
That's the same as that.
At least 2 or 3 mil there, didn't it?
Yeah, you want to have about 2.5 mils what you want to go for. Minimum of 2.5 though.
You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be seen the likes of that.
Have your bigger boards, you'd be hammering it down for a nice smooth finish.
So levels itself out lovely.
Right, so now I'm going to move on to the clear top coats. I'm going to show you how to do anti-slip, resin and all that sort of stuff. So for example, you can put this clear or grey top coat over the primer if you just want to tidy up and anti-slip some concrete, or over the Lava 20 system to create a waterproof balcony system, wet room, bathroom system, etc. Okay, so just dip her in. This is a bit of lava I threw on the board yesterday.
That's the primer again.
No, this is the clear top coat. This is basically a hard wearing top coat.
Hardware and top coat.
Yes.
So you can walk.
So yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's what's holding all them stones in place as well. So you're gonna see what's going on now in 2 seconds. Basically, no, don't do that on that one because I have to put the clear top. See that one over there?
Yeah.
You can kick away at that one. I'm gonna put the clear top coat on this. I have it all done out in stages for you, so you see each stage. You with me?
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Base layer done. That's what's on that board that you're standing on. Literally just throw it up.
What's the black one did?
That's the grey top coat. You can use either of these. You'll wait for this to cure overnight and brush our hoover off any excess. If you want to do a little light one, you can do as well. Say if you just, this is going to give you a nice stone carpet effect, but you can just go for a little light layer of quartz as well if you want. Right, there you go. That's it. Job's oxo.
And you reuse what you brush off the next
100%, yeah.
Will it resist
Okay.
mold and stuff afterwards? No.
Oh, 100%. Minus 40 to plus 40.
No mold. Do you know about green?
Mold, sorry. Yeah. 100%. You can't grow on it and everything. It's unlike masonry and tiles and other sorts of stuff where you can get into the pores. This stuff is chemical resistant, UV stable, waterproof. It can be power washed, cleaned, butchered, hammered at, walked on, driven on. The only thing it won't take is a forklift spinning on the spot. Cars, vans, trucks, everything else it will take. Okay? Thank you. Right, I'm just going to jump in there. Someone give this man a hand with the roller. Just chuck it down anywhere there, bud. Cheers. Right, so here's one I made earlier, as the expression goes. So this one doesn't have the clear top coat on. That one does. So before, during, after. Right? Probably need another drop. That's your Lava 20 clear top coat.
Does any cheap roller do? It doesn't have to be a specific type of.
A solvent resistant one. Don't use the cheap Chinese ones from the shop because they'll dissolve.
Solvent resistant.
Solvent.
Is that the same for the
Yeah.
products?
Well, the silicone you can actually use any roller because it won't break them down. Because it's solvent free.
One different flat roof.
The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use any half decent roller. So, i.e. Prodex, Stanley, anything like that. Even these ones, these are cheap and cheerful, but they're just solvent resistant. So just any half decent one.
It's a fire rating, you know.
It's A rated. It's got B roof T4 and it's an A rating fire. So yeah, it can be used on flat surfaces. It can be used on totally flat surfaces. It's got a CE certification. It's got BVA certification. It's fire rated. It's all singing, all dancing, bells and whistles, the whole lot. I mean, this is basically a flake floor. It can be used in bathrooms and different things like that, balconies, etc. What I've already done here is I have a clear top coat underneath and I've thrown my flakes on, and now I'm going to put a clear top coat on top. They're not sealed yet, but they will be in 2 seconds.
Put that on concrete floors
Yeah, 100%, man. It looks a little bit like polished concrete and that.
Any variations of the flake?
Yes, there is. There's loads of variations of it. You can get greys, blues, you can get reds, pinks and all you can get, yeah?
What's the rank of flake?
Oh God, off the top of my head, I think they're about 20 quid, 30 quid.
What's that size?
Yeah.
And these semis,
Yeah, the quartz.
you know what I'm saying?
They are, for the pigmented stuff, 40 for a 25 kilo bag. Yeah, they pretty much work out the same. They're a bigger bag. But yeah, they're about 30 or 40 for a 25 kilo for the coloured stuff. And then 20 a bag for the stuff without any pigment on it. Yeah, especially that's a full broadcast link system. That's it there, lads. See this type of setup in America doing garages and all. It's hard to find someone who hasn't got this type of system in their garage over there. On the floor garages, yeah, because it's chemical resistant and everything as well, you know. That's it. I'm just re-rolling here and talking. That's it. Anyone else want a little shot? Are you happy enough? Spray top coat. It can be used on top of the Lava 20 primers, or it can be used on top of the Lava 20 waterproofing system over new roofs, balconies, terraces, bathrooms, etc. Okay? Rose, lovely this one. Give me a shot of this one as well.
That's lighter than the lava.
Yeah, definitely.
So you really paint like a paint.
Yeah, but I'll show you again some of this dry. It's like a paint, but it sets like a rubber. Maybe just 2 minutes. You only need to put it on lightly as well.
And it's rained in the middle of that.
It's actually alright. Well, in the middle, you have to come back. But once you get your business done, because it's moisture cured, it'll actually still cure even under the water. So, with fiberglass, as you know, you're in big trouble. Yeah, half an hour and all even. But even if you did get unlucky, that's that top coat. That's just taken out of the bottom of the bucket. It's even when you look at this stuff. Send us bag of plates there, lads, please. What you're about to see here is a very skillful art form. That's it. Coat over it. I think it looks nice like that with just a little bit of sparseness to it. Or you can go full hog like, oh you're standing in it, man. That's alright, don't worry. You can even walk in it. And in fact, that's nearly a good thing you did, because it reminds me, you can actually wear, if you need to walk in this stuff while you're doing it, you can wear like spiked shoes and walk in it, no problem. Right, sound Joe, thank you. Throw a little tape on that. Now, if you want, you can go full hoe and lash it all on. That's a light broadcast, full broadcast, yeah? Self-explanatory. Do you want me to do it, or? Have you enough?
That's the white, like, that's the same bag.
It's the same bag, it's the same stuff. I've just gone on heavier here. I've literally flooded it. This one I've just gone on nice and light. If you want me,
Different colour background.
you'll see little bits of light grey. Look around the back. So that's this. Okay. Any questions, lads? On our Lava 20 roof. And basically with this on, it looks really nice, and then in theory the system will then last forever. It's really, really easy to put on. I'd say you might want to quick go this, but here you go.
Does that have any additional water?
Yes, it is. Waterproof.
Handy,
It's like paint. It's like taking over paint.
Yeah, it's handy as that, man. It's handy.
Any of us want to have a little shot of that last feel the playability out of it is unreal. For what you're using there, and it turns into that savage material.
And they need blacking or not blacking or?
Yeah, you can do it. You can terminate straight onto the wall.
It's easy, it's quick, isn't it?
Very fast.
We're showing you.
That's what fellas love about it, the speed.
And the price of that?
Erase the need for flashing snob. It's very, very handy for that stuff.
Not cheap on this one.
Change here.
Don't just go
So extend the light.
Going through the wall. So we have ventilation, vertical and horizontal outlets, draining water and letting the room breathe. One or two other little things as well, just to show you. That's a nice version of your anti-slip done piece of timber. And as you can see, give me something hard here. Now look, that's solid as a rock. But if you put a lot of pressure on here, look, you will see the flexibility of the material. So that'll expand and contract all day long. Timber, concrete, felt, whatever. So tough, durable, impact resistant. Again, obviously waterproof and UV stable, and it'll remain flexible in all temperatures, -40 to +40.
That's 2 coats, is it?
That's actually done in one coat, and then I put the quartz on top like I've done over here. Okay, so primer, lava 20 down in a 2mm in one coat, then I made the base coat for the quartz, put the quartz on, let it set, and then I put another clear top coat on it, yeah? That's it. You can use that in bathrooms, terraces, balconies. It'll take any amount of traffic and any amount of abuse. Savage stuff.